taking on last year's national champion, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Rockets will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Pittsburgh's offense will take the first swing of the game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football.
There he goes. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Toledo's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw in so many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Rockets will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Dobbs. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Hit right back to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Quick tempo here for the offense. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think they'll...
Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Wants to keep it in the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's got him still on his feet. And he strides his way
that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss and find the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Rockets come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Backed up now, here's second and long. Off play action. Snagged in the middle, it's fumbled. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. No more room to run as this defense rises up on third down, and now it's fourth down from the 22. Nestled just inside that right upright. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Boise State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to throw on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it along the sideline. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside. And
throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. On third down, he drops to throw. The short hands, it's Dobbs. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Gonna look downfield again. Got it!
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find something.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Panthers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays, doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
It's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently week in and week out in the lineup. You know, you're going to throw him the football, you know exactly what you're going to get. What an unbelievable number to hit.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Rockets want to move quickly. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
And you... Always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
They go to the ground. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the run. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They'll try to get it through the air. Punts it out of the air. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the 1st down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man. It's Soto. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up to 49. The Panthers are flying down the field. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. Scrambling away. Running to Green. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Those are a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive, just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Back to pass on second down. He makes the grab. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Panthers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Pitt.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Makes the quick grab. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Rockets decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. The run to the left. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Okay. Here comes the offense on first down. Easy. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They'll immediately call timeout. The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Bears the pressure. Catch in the middle, it's Soto. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Looking to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Working the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before touchdown. Touchdown, Panthers. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Looking to throw. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They give it to him again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The inside handoff. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rockets offense is back on the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head.
Going downfield for the big play. He's got it on the right. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Rush is on him. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. A 3rd down try for the offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Working that wide receiver screen. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. He has the first and still on his feet. Off to the races to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Line gets set, first down. Looking downfield on first down. Gets rid of it. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Not much there on the line. He gets one to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
When you're coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This time he's got his man. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw again. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there, they didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Rockets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's going to come up a couple yards short of the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They'll give it to the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides to the back. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
This time, he's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab on the left. Across the 25, he's got room. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the book as we head to the 4th. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Into a massive giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Thorne. There he goes! Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Winston. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juiced. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
What a weapon this kicker is. When you've got leg talent like that, you're liable to score from anywhere on the field. Just get the ball close to midfield, and you can put 3 on the board.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Wants to fire on second down. Gets it out fast. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Extending the play. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll send the back in motion. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Pressure in his face and he lets it fly. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you've got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw again. Another incompletion on third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got an open man. At the 35, he's open. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
You got to have better tackling with the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Spits it out to the back. It's complete. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Panthers want to crank the tempo. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Big fella moving. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year?
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, at least no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. And the Rockets will bring the punt team onto the field. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to sling it on second down. Makes the grab. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle at Soto. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Winston. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Now the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Rockets send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. So now it's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 2nd down. Got the back over the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Last completion got them the first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Dobbs. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Pulls it in. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll throw on third and short. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Winston. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here we go, final play of the game right here. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That will